When Dunham sees footage Herskovits filmed of indigenous West African dance, her own ideas about the relationship between culture and society crystallize. She resolves to merge her two passions, dance and anthropology.
Miss Dunham is an adventurer. She wanted to get into the African culture. I think she had this burning desire to be exposing her audiences to something new and different. She always wanted to educate her audiences, not just entertain.
Not long thereafter, a board member of the Rosenwald Foundation attends one of Dunham's storefront concerts and learns the young dancer is studying to be an anthropologist. It is suggested Dunham ask the foundation for funds to do field research.
Picture going in front of the Rosenwald board to ask for money to go study dance, which had never been done before, had never incorporated anthropology and dance before. And she's this little woman from Glen Ellen, Illinois, going in front of this very powerful board to ask for money, $2,400, which was a lot of money.
Dunham proposes to study dance in Africa. Legend has it that she appeared before the board, dramatically stripped to her dance togs, and provocatively demonstrated what she wanted to study.
I would not audition that way. For me to snatch off my skirt, and well, I was far too modest, and stand there and rehearse in shorts, I don't know what I would have had on, and do some primitive movements, was not possible. So I had to be able to get that fellowship and still be holding my honor on high.
The Rosenwald Foundation decides to sponsor her trip, but suggests she take a crash course in field anthropology with Melville Herskovits. He warns Dunham that it may be dangerous for a woman to travel alone through the continent. Instead, he suggests she explore the roots of African culture transplanted to the New World in the Caribbean. In June of 1935, Katherine Dunham, armed with her notebooks, movie camera, and a head full of research ideas, departs for the islands.
You'll find that the hills have a kind of internal strength, but deceptively smooth and soft in outline. And the trees are spread thick foliage. And then, of course, the wind blowing, and you see the swaying, whether it is sugarcane or coconut trees, swaying, you get that kind of rhythm as well. These are the sort of things that visually make an impression on the choreographer.
You see the people coming from the mountains, the people who are going to sell in the market. They have the basket, fruit basket, vegetable basket on their head, but big, large basket, full, and they don't even touch the things balance on their head, and they're coming down. But the way they're walking, their skirt swaying. Like they're dancing. While they're not dancing, they're just walking. But to people looking at them, you see them dancing because they just swing, swing, swing.
Dunham's first stop is Jamaica. There she lives with the Maroons, a people in isolated mountain villages who were the first Caribbean slaves to wrest their freedom from a colonial power. From the Maroons, she learns firsthand how deep-rooted African ways are in the New World. In Trinidad and Martinique, she studies how traditional African dance movements have been fused with European steps and dance figures. But it is Haiti which has the greatest impact on Dunham. The island has been independent since the early 1800s and unfettered by colonial rule. African customs and dance have become deeply woven into the fabric of daily life.
And there's this sense of this incredible kind of root African culture that is very much at work there. Haiti has this aura of independence, but also of the unknown blackness that is both alluring on one hand, but also scary on the other hand.
She could see clearly in the Caribbean the things which had been driven underground in our own United States. A place like Haiti, they were able to shape their own way of being, their own sense of self on their own terms. And that is what the dance is about.
From the minute I went there, I could see that I could not learn the dances without knowing the people. I wanted to find out the style, formation, type of choreography, type of steps used, and so on and so on, for this single community to have made a firm part of their culture.
Catherine wanted to live with the people, to see how they live and how they act, and in doing so, sharing their life. She managed to have their confidence so they could reveal things to her and let her attend ceremonies that they wouldn't let, other people would not.
The ceremonies Dunham attends include Vodun rituals. Vodun is a blend of African and Catholic practices, and dance is an integral part of the religion.
Vodun is a religion that came from the west coast of Africa, Dahomey, Guinea, Senegal. The words Voodoo means spirit. It's a general name for all deities. It is a set of beliefs and practices which deal with the spiritual forces of the universe.
In attending these ceremonies, Dunham is a rare witness to rituals where the dancers become possessed.
The most difficult thing is to describe possession, because it's not something you can describe to anybody. It's a spirit that mounts the person. They say mounting because you're like a horse. The person become a horse, and the person who is riding the horse control the horse.
Dunham spends months in Haiti. In time, it is suggested that she become initiated in the Vodun religion.
I didn't ask to be initiated, but you were picked up for a reason. And my reason was because I did the Yombalu well. That kind of rhythm, which was slow and which was very involving the whole body, and what you would feel quiet and soft and slow, and so big at the same time, was wonderful.
You can see it. The rhythm is Yavalu, is bim, bim, bam, bim, bim, bam, bim, bam, bim, bam. It's a slow rhythm, a dance of supplication, dance of prayer, and it's just very moving very slowly because it's you're imitating the movement of the snake. You keep singing that song all the time, but the movements are very fluid.